Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are checking out Welcome to Derry, Season 1, Episode 2. Who knows what we're in for, right, folks? I mean,
they probably do.
Yeah, you probably already saw it, but I have no idea what I'm in for. But it's going to be a nice, relaxing trip into Derry. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's, we'll just introduce everybody to, a lovable young cast, and then, just 86 them.
Three-quarters of them.
Episode. They all got to go. I'm sure this one will be lovely.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing, I don't know, what else we can dive into with this world. Let's go!
We made a giant new baby!
Ah, here it is. Oh.
For a second, I was going to be like, oh, so it wasn't real.
We're just getting a different view.
Yeah, we're getting her view, I think, on the floor. Oh, my God.
Oh, what?
Lily, give me your hand.
They're giving us Lily's point of view.
Yep. Oh! Oh, great. So did it really happen?
If that was a dream sequence, dude.
Big shout out to everybody in the comments letting us know that the Major is the father or grandfather of
Grandfather.
Grandfather from the,
Thank you, folks.
The originals. Thank you for that. But Oak, I do share your concern that if that was a dream sequence, what a ripoff.
Dave, I'm going to need you to calm the down over there. I'm a little traumatized right now.
There's an octopus in a basement with lollies. Oh, we are changing up the animation.
Oh, God. So they've made I wasn't paying close enough attention. Oh, so the intro's fucked now, too.
It got darker as it went on, yeah. Oh, there's the family.
Oh, look at all the fire explosion.
There's a balloon.
Oh, yeah, some folks were disappointed that you didn't pick up the reference with the current time in the military, and I believe it was, Russia?
Oh, well, Cold War's been, that's something that's been in a lot of stuff.
What do you mean didn't pick up the time?
I'd have to go back to some of the comments. I think they were lighthearted.
It might have been
They were lighthearted.
Something I missed. I was going to say, the Cold War's kind of like...
kind of universal.
Yeah, they ran that one in a lot of TV. Oh, what the... Oh!
My favorite was Spies Like Us. Probably should have been paying more attention to the lyrics. I'll catch it on the replay, folks. What a lovely place to raise a family.
Yeah.
What a jam.
Well, we should be getting our answer here, Oak.
If you had
sequence or no.
If you had your kid right after the cycle and then they moved out and left, before it restarted, that'd be totally fine, dude.
So Grogan, huh? She was pretty sure. The projectionist in the movie theater with the candlestick.
Are they playing Clue?
Philly Mulkin went to school with my boy. Show some respect. Sorry.
Oh.
And what do you think he did to him? A lot of blood, no bodies.
Well, the hell should I know? Maybe he ate him.
Man.
Some dark humor.
Goddamn tragedy is what it is. Sick bastard.
God, it drives me nuts when I see that.
Wow. Calm down, Mama. You know Ronnie's still sleeping.
She shouldn't have let those kids in the first damn place.
They were just trying to figure out what happened to that Clements boy. That's all.
Got your answer.
Yep. It's a definite answer.
Kids missing, people watching us. Whisper behind my back. You're back. Now, if you think I'm letting Ronnie out of my sight, you got another thing coming.
You can't protect that girl forever.
Oh.
She's gonna march into that school with her head held high.
Ronnie, don't play with me now. I know you're there.
Okay, so it did happen.
Sam Cooke.
Oh, our Major's having the Pride of Milwaukee there, a little PBR. Wish they wouldn't have faded out that newspaper so fast.
There he is.
Oh.
All right, the family's here.
Yeah.
Whoa. Let me see the grip.
Put her in the old vice.
I want to see my room.
Upstairs? You know I've been waiting on this porch for you for 2 hours. Ow.
What's wrong?
I had a little mishap on base and it banged me up a little bit. What you think? It's more space?
It's very nice.
All
right.
Hiding that from her.
It's probably best, though.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good Lord.
You sure we're good here?
If anybody's got a problem with it, they can take it up to JFK.
A little foreshadowing there.
Oh, this thing is amazing.
Well, who didn't want a telescope when they were a kid?
The exact kind I wanted. How did you know?
You think your old man doesn't know his own kid?
Last present you got me was a tie.
Will, you said you loved that tie.
You can't see Jupiter with a tie.
You know,
Kid's got a good point.
be better at night, but in the meantime, maybe we could use this spy on the neighborhood.
I don't think we should do that.
Yeah, probably not.
It's testing you.
Can I?
Yeah, sure, please. Yeah.
Or was it?
Oh, it's got a mirror inside. 2 mirrors, actually. You know, you have one mirror to collect the light.
And one that magnifies it.
Well, he's got all kinds of scars on him, doesn't he?
There's that mask.
That was a good call on a telescope, baby. Thank you.
Yeah.
Figured the last thing that boy needed was another baseball he was going to use as a paperweight.
Mom coming in clutch.
He's too smart for his own good. That's what he is.
He's just trying to impress you. That hurt?
Ouch.
I do not like being apart.
Part of what?
Hey, shout out to all the military spouses out there. That's not an easy
That's
gig.
tough.
It is not.
Oh, no.
She so just wants to be in that popular crowd.
You guys can just stop asking because I'm not going to tell you. Why do you not tell it? We're your best friends. Whoever it is you have this crush on, you have an obligation to tell us so we can be happy for you. Don't you want us to be happy for you? Promise not to laugh. Cross my heart and hope to die.
They're going to laugh.
Let's say that in this town.
I think Scotty Mills is turning into kind of a dreamboat. See, I knew you guys would laugh. Told us it was Scott that's not.
Are they ignoring her on purpose?
Are you talking about me?
Okay. Whew. They were.
Oh my God, that's what he sounds like.
Something smell?
Oh, that's low.
Enough, March. Yeah, don't be mean.
She's trying to fit in.
Yep.
You think she knows where the bodies are? Worried about you. I can't stop thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Good morning, students.
What, he kill a raccoon?
No, over the...
Oh,
I'd like to thank
I
everyone
was
for last week's candlelight vigil.
commenting on what looked like a hairpiece there.
Philip and
George
Susie
Costanza.
Elk.
Don't know what you're talking about, dude.
It was an uplifting.
Oh, apple for the teacher.
Cafeteria will not be serving its usual sloppy joe.
Yeah, the old wet willy.
Gosh. After what Lily saw.
Right. It's okay. Go to school tomorrow.
It feels like you've been ignoring me. No, it's just been hard. I'm sure I know. I bet.
Take your seats quickly, please.
You know, the new crew, not exactly a warm welcome for her.
Patty and the girls really care about you, but they don't know you like I do. They see you getting cozy with you-know-who's daughter. They won't understand.
You won't understand what I saw.
I know you want things back to the way they were. With us, with the patty cakes, and I can help. How about eating lunch with us today?
God, with the patty cakes.
Phil's sister's dead. Who cares about your stupid patty cake?
I was just going to say what she saw changes her for life.
4 basic food groups and how to best employ them to ensure your growing bodies attain maximum vigor.
That's been disproven.
I'm Will Hanlon. I'm new.
Are you new to the concept of time, Mr. Hanlon?
You mean, like, relativity?
Take that, teacher.
Oh, I've heard that before. This will go on your permanent record, too.
Would have been great if he just schooled her on time right there. Oh, come on.
Quiet! Quiet, everyone.
He had a point. Good pencil. Thanks.
Eyes forward!
Oh, she went to the Umbridge School of Teaching, apparently.
That's Major Hamlin, Sergeant Vice, ma'am. Colonel Fuller wanted to see.
This guy.
3 of them, huh?
Finally admitted to it under questioning.
Masters.
We're still trying to figure out the identities of the other 2, but Masters is a coward. I can promise you, justice will be served.
Thank you.
It's so weird, like how this story, they're tying it into everything else that's going on.
Sir, that weapon that you recovered, it was dark in there, but it looked like a Makarov PM.
You have a good eye.
Really?
I don't blame him for trying to get every little detail.
Yeah.
Especially after that bullshit.
I mean, it makes you wonder, okay, or is Masters just the fall guy they're going to blame it on? It really was Russians, you know?
Very well could be a fall guy right now.
Or take those beverages inside, boys.
It's going to say an alley shot.
Well, with this show, who knows what's going to happen? She could get taken right now. Broad daylight.
What year was this again? Was it 50, 57?
62.
62.
Not a fan of Paul Bunyan. They must have moved him from Minnesota.
Oh, we got one in Wisconsin, too.
He's an eyesore, and I will stand for it, and neither will any of the other grand dames of Derry.
Grand Dams.
You know what I say? Let the pigeon sort it out. Here, Mr. Kavanaugh, on your tab. You have a good day then.
That's where HOAs came from, folks.
Stan Kirsch. Kids call me Stanley Cleaver. Welcome to Derry, Mrs. Helen.
Thank you.
Are we getting an introduction to our whole new crew? Oh my God.
Look at people just walking
Why
by.
is no one stopping this?
Boys will be boys. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? You're going to stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get hit. Don't get hit.
You leave that boy alone, you hear me?
What the hell?
Get him! Leave him alone!
Oh, there's the alley.
Yeah. Seemed like one of those kids almost had like a little bit of like a growl or something.
Well, that's,
like he was it or Pennywise.
And nobody's doing anything.
Boys will be measured by their mamas in their new house. Come on.
Oh, let's go.
But you remember in It, though, the adults weren't exactly the best people.
And the boy's right, Shaw. You should leave it alone.
Is that an order, Major?
After Shreveport, I think the last thing that you need to get is involved.
Can you guys stop fighting?
We're not fighting.
That's
Shreveport.
information.
Talking. That's just how we talk.
At least we're on the same wavelength there.
Can I be excused?
We didn't get to hear how your first day went.
It was fine. Okay, can I go now?
Please, Dad. Please.
Sorry. Go on, son. Go.
Oh, leaving a lot of roast on the table. He'll grow to appreciate that.
Excuse me. We're all off living separate lives most of the day, and all I ask is for a little family time at night.
That's fair.
I'm not the one that's causing trouble. I'm not the one that's making signs. I'm not the one that's sitting in places where I'm not wanted.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm sorry, baby. I had a day. That's all.
Okay, you want to talk about it?
No, I can't.
Yeah, I know.
That's tough.
Top secret.
Especially with your spouse.
You think they got police outside their houses?
How is she going to sleep after what she's been through?
Yeah, with her and Lily, I don't know how they sleep. You just shut your eyes and that's all you see.
Yeah. Oh, the old monster under the bed. Oh.
Oh, no. What the hell is going on?
What is Oh! Is that supposed to be like a birth? Yep.
Of her? Oh, it's her mom.
Oh, come on.
You tore me apart,
Oh.
Oh no.
What'd you do?
Damn. Died at birth.
Oh, now
I
what?
wanted what's to hold my baby.
Holy shit.
And you killed me. Like you killed those kids.
Oh.
Like you're gonna kill your father.
They'll take him away, and he'll.
Oh. Oh. Oh, come on. Ah. Oh, the deadlights.
That was Pennywise.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Just gotta bite it. Ah.
Look at the mess you made.
It's gonna explode, isn't it?
What the fuck?
Oh.
You safe? Everything okay? It's okay, baby. It's okay, breathe. Breathe.
Oh,
Daddy's
it's
here. Daddy's here.
getting interesting, gentlemen.
I can't believe what they just showed.
Well, the mind games are, well, I don't even know how to label it, but.
What'd you do all day? You can't talk about that.
Super secret spy mission.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I forgot.
Well, so there's a theme so far.
Yeah.
Can't talk about it. Patsy Cline? Is that the picture, folks? Or am I way off? I might be way off.
Chief. Dan.
Oh boy, here comes the We Want a Progress update.
Investigation's ongoing.
Everybody knows he hurt those kids.
Think about the parents, Chief. Grieving, no body to bury. Do your job. Or come next election, we'll find somebody else who will.
Man, weren't the parents
right off?
Weren't the parents in on it in it? Like they knew every 27 years or whatever he would take kids. I'm trying to remember, folks. It's been a minute, but
You're probably thinking of the second film.
yeah, maybe.
Okay. Do it all right.
Time to go.
Go? I'm just getting started. Where are we supposed to go to relax around here?
Oh, don't worry. I know somebody that can help us out. As long as you fellas can handle a little moonshine.
I don't know about that, man. Man, it's just kind of strong.
Oh, yeah? Well, so am I.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's the results.
I love how we went from a serious moment there to that's a, with the moonshine.
I got 3 drunk airmen here snuck off base. Need you to send someone. Guy named Halloran. That's right. Yeah.
Send him through.
Yes, sir.
Do you like your job?
You're clear. Oh. Straight to quarters.
The hell they got you doing, Halloran?
We're about to find out soon, I think.
It's just wild. We have all these stories going on in completely different spots, and
this
they're
is
all
what
going to
they're
come together.
Doing
That's what they're doing.
excavating.
Yeah, just looks like a training ground to me. Perfectly normal.
It's digging for dinosaur fossils. Things like a T-Rex or a Triceratops skull can be very valuable.
He looks familiar. I've seen him before.
Lead singer Metallica?
No. Bass player, maybe.
Looking a little green around the gills there, Halloran.
Had a night.
This is the 4th dig site in as many months. You might be fooling some of the people around here with these so-called gifts of yours, but the only gifts I see are the ones that the U.S. government feels fit to bestow upon you with nothing to show for it in return.
Gifts?
Enjoying those special privileges a little too much?
Close, I can feel it.
You better hope so.
Oh, what a transition. lunch.
Yummy.
Does he get ice cream for lunch? Patty cakes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Passed right up.
Got more important things to worry about.
These beans taste disgusting. It's like rat's balls.
How would you know what it tastes like?
Probably planning another murder. Maybe we're next.
Hey, Margie. Weren't you wearing that sweater yesterday?
Oh, no. She's going to start tearing her down.
They're going to come for my dad. Everyone knows your dad had nothing to do with this. When the cops asked me, I told them he wasn't even there. You told them what you told me, right?
Glad they explained that.
But you told me a monster came out of that screen. Let's do the patty cakes.
Oh, my.
I don't know exactly what I saw, okay?
Oh, this is going to be a build-up, isn't it?
Something's going to happen.
And I told him so. I don't know what I saw. Sounds like you're too scared to tell. Come on, Marge. Join in.
Well, she can't exactly say a flying monster baby came out.
If I do tell them, they'll think I'm crazy and take me away. You don't know, Ron.
The music and sound design on this, it's crazy.
That's all I can do. I'm sure it'll be fine. And I'm sure we both know that's the worst.
Excuse me, young lady.
You're coming with me.
Oh, she had a tear in her eye.
You can't sit there.
Non-stop studying.
What you reading? 101 Scientific Facts by Thomas Inwood.
Oof, the slow motion.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's interesting what they did with her eyes there. See that?
Yep. He's in love.
Oh, it's got Steve Reeves in his locker. Look at that.
Oh. What? Oh, goodness. Got the birds chirping.
You might want to run now.
Oh.
What is this?
Whoa.
Stink
what the
bombs?
fuck?
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Well, I normally close up right now for lunch, but for a return customer,
Oh,
feel free to look around.
thank you so much.
I don't trust any of the adults in this town.
Jeez, the chalkboard.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I stink, I know. I mean, you threw a stink bomb on your second day of school.
That was a stink bomb.
Why are you here? Cussing. Were you wrongfully accused too? No, I'm guilty as hell.
It's a good answer.
That's not on our syllabus.
It's because I'm a genius.
Guess I must have gone in old syllabus. Are you reading that for fun? No.
Yes.
Take that stink bomb. You know it's made up of many different chemicals, right? But the point is, those chemicals, it's the same exact stuff that makes up the clouds around Jupiter and Venus. Maybe I smell bad, or maybe I'm just covered in stardust.
Ah, love it. This kid's a genius.
Incredibly positive attitude. Uh-oh.
They're taking Lily away.
More questioning, or did they not like what she said?
In front of a lot of students.
It's interesting how everything stops in the background when our characters are, involved. Like, people are statues.
Jesus, a lot of missing kids there.
It's the adults.
I didn't see Mr. Grogan that night. I already told you.
Yes, you did.
Oh, they're going to try pressuring a kid.
Yep.
And if what you say is true and Mr. Grogan wasn't there in the auditorium, well, it doesn't take long before the only witness starts to sound a little more like the only suspect.
Good Lord with this guy.
How would that even be possible? No, that's not what I'm saying. People, they talk.
We're going to send you back to Juniper Hill.
What?
Check you in for an evaluation just a couple of days, then everybody else can see they're barking up the wrong tree.
No,
No, please. I don't, please don't send me back.
I don't want to.
Where's her parents? Where's the lawyer?
Right. This is Derry. They don't get lawyers.
I'll even rephrase the question if that'll make it easier for you, all right? I'm not gonna ask you if you saw Hank Grogan there at the theater that night. What I'm gonna ask you is, can you be absolutely, positively certain that he wasn't there?
Oh, this guy.
Come on.
Slime ball.
He didn't do nothing to those kids!
And that was all they needed.
It's gonna be okay, baby. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'll be back.
We're gonna have the old something else happens while he's in police custody. Then you gotta start looking elsewhere.
I'm ashamed. Bleeding on other people's pain. Go home.
That's what Pennywise does.
Well, she knows.
What did you tell them? What did you say? He tricked me. He took my daddy away.
Enough! Go home before I call your grandmother.
No!
Oh, these actors they got for these kids are just crushing this.
You know he didn't do it! You know it! What did you do, Lily Bainbridge?
And this is getting deep.
It's such a... And onto this story.
Yeah, right?
Sure, they'll tie it together. Can't be the only one who was like...
They're going to find Pennywise's lair.
Oh, back to this clown now.
Yeah, he doesn't think he did it. Or that's where he's going to lead to.
That is a Makarov PM. It's the same model that you put in my face the other night. This one's mine.
Oh.
It's a difficult piece to handle. It's even harder to load. You cocked that gun less than a second. And I've seen trained Korean officers take longer than that. Your mama must be real proud.
You leave my mama out of these.
Just as long as I don't have to leave this out your mama.
Oh, he's testing him.
Yeah, you can't look at that.
Yep.
Can't even do it.
No.
That's what I thought.
He's told me everything I need to know.
Yep. Sit your ass down. Dude can't even do it. Ooh, now what angles he gonna play here?
Have a seat. He's innocent.
Bastard signed a confession.
Yeah, well, he lied, sir.
He told you that.
So many words. I'm going to file a report with OSI to request a further investigation.
I see. Will that be all, Major?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, what's the general's thoughts on this?
Oh,
Major Hanlon.
look at that.
Why don't you have that seat now?
Is he going to shoot straight with them?
If word of your brain injury in South Korea were true, 50 years in the field and I've never heard of such a thing. But you, Major, are the rarest of creatures, a man without fear. It was a test.
It was a test. Holy shit.
Do I want to know who beat me with a metal pipe? Yes, sir, I do.
It wasn't supposed to happen like that, and I am sorry.
Oh.
And Masters?
He wasn't there. You're obligated to report me. But before you do, I would ask you take 10 minutes to hear me out.
So we have a guy who's a psychic, and we're tearing up the countryside.
And we need somebody real brave, and there's a lot of weird going on here.
That was interesting. We must have been getting her perspective of just how she's tuning out everything.
Yep.
Remember, cats love it too.
Hi, Lily.
I say that because of the sound design on that.
Yep.
If you need anything up high, ask.
Thanks.
It's so interesting, you know, a small town, like they said, everybody knows everybody.
This speaker's going to start talking to her. It's too prominent.
Got their SpaghettiOs in the canned food section.
Yep.
Isn't that what she just...
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Oh. Oh, there's the pickles. Avoid that aisle.
Oh, it's starting to close her in.
Oh,
what was that?
Oh, this is so well done.
You should be locked up.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Straight out of Smile.
The canned food section.
Fuck that. Keep moving. Just keep moving. Yeah, there's that damn...
There's that guy again.
Oh, my.
Boy.
When she snaps out of it, everyone's just going to think what she was scared of.
Yeah. Oh, it's them on the cereal box.
Pennywise, cornflakes.
Oh. Oh, and it's all pickles.
Shit. All right, Lily, just try to focus on something positive if possible.
What's going on in that jar?
It's going to be body parts.
Daddy?
Oh.
Not a kiss for Daddy.
Oh, no. She's going to smash it. Oh.
Oh no, she's gonna smash all these jars. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit. I was worried about her back of her head hitting the floor.
I was thinking about all the glass. Look at this.
No. Oh. Got her.
Oh, with the fish hook. Look at that thing.
Kiss for Barbara.
Sonny Bainbridge,
Oh no.
what the hell's wrong with you?
Well, at least it was only one jar.
Man. Veronica and Lily, man, are really going through it in this episode.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna see like a
Open the gate.
section of jars smashed.
All right, we going to see what we're in for? Are we going to fade to black here?
Well, who knows?
What is
Give it
this?
10 minutes and we're already in another part of the base.
Yeah.
It was to devise a plan to place nuclear warheads within striking distance of the United States. With launch capabilities in Cuba, the Soviets could hit every major city in the United States within minutes. What you're about to see may be our best and only hope to prevent that.
I'm not super educated on the Cuban Missile Crisis, but I'm guessing is this like a prequel to that, kinda?
Gentlemen, dismissed.
I need the room.
You're building a weapon? We're looking for one. Something that was buried in Derry a long time ago. Something that you, Major, are uniquely qualified to help us retrieve. How's that?
You got
This
no
weapon,
fear.
It generates debilitating fear.
Pennywise?
Yep.
Yes, Colonel, what is it?
Apologies for the interruption. We
There's
just
our
received
colonel.
word from the digs. Reports are still coming in, but it appears they found something.
Well, that
Jonas, Major? Yes, sir.
Guess
that
I'm
week
all
was
in.
interesting.
Yeah. Gave him the look.
Or you gave him the wink.
Yep.
Oh no, they're taking her back there.
Come on.
Mom, please. Don't make me go.
She has no words.
Nope.
Oh, jeez.
Look at these guys.
Poor Lily.
Oh, things are coming together a little bit quicker than I thought they would. Oh, we got a car.
Is this not bullet holes? Ugh.
Oh.
Look at the
Yeah, so got a
weapon.
rifle in there.
Here comes the boogeyman.
Yes.
Wow.
Apparently the boogeyman is here.
Well, that was interesting, gentlemen.
Oh, I mean, this show, it never goes. I mean, aside from the I was going to say you never know what direction it's going to go, other than it's going to be completely messed up on so many levels. And I think that's one thing we can bank on. Look, we're getting introduced to some new characters, which I found really interesting because, like you said, Oak, in episode 1, hey, here's the stars of the show. Just kidding, they're gone now, and it feels like now we're getting our actual cast with Will and Ronnie and Lily and everybody. Maybe Rich in there somewhere, our band guy who's in love with Marge. But I got a feeling that's maybe I can safely say that's going to be our core group. Who knows? They might get taken out in the next episode. But no, this was wild, and I really liked the way that. Look, I thought it was going to be a minute before we kind of tied things together a little bit, but here we are, episode 2. They pretty much gave us what the Major's involvement is, what everybody else's involvement is, and the idea that they're looking for a weapon that has to do with fear. And as the audience, we can assume, I think, rather safely that that's going to be Pennywise. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I loved how we had our build up, and I think, maybe the first half of the episode, I think a lot of folks out there, I was kind of like, okay, this is all great storytelling, but we've got our separate stories going on. I know this is a short run series. When are we going to start to tie things together? And sure enough, they did. And it's such a hard rope or edge to kind of balance. I guess it's a balancing act of, look, everybody who's coming in to watch this probably has an idea of who or what Pennywise is. And I liked how in the grocery store, they dropped it in, they put its name on the cereal. We had another gross out moment that I wasn't ready for with Ronnie in the bedroom there. That was wild. And look, I guess shout out for the creativity. I don't know if that comes directly from Stephen King's writings. I know a lot of you folks said that this is going to be a little more, accurate to the novel maybe, or this part of the story that's pulled from the novel. But nonetheless, look, a lot of great freak out scenes. The actors, the kid actors are doing a tremendous job in here. I believe everything they're going through. At no point am I being taken out of it. So massive shout out to them. The sound design is incredible. The creepiness at which, for me, this episode, the creepiness they can portray in broad daylight really speaks to how all the elements of telling a story working together. We know what the characters are going through, right? We know what they're thinking in their head a little bit. The experiences that they've gone through, what they're being put into, the creepiness of things going on in the background, the subtle call outs to Pennywise that are in there, and the not so subtle ones. I think it just does a great job of overall telling a fantastic story and just keeping you locked in. Now, that being said, I don't know if it'll make the cut. I don't know if you guys remember, but I thought in the recent movie, It, that we watched on the channel, again, I've only watched it once, folks, so forgive me if I don't remember, but I thought that some of the adults in Derry were in on it, that every 27 years something like this happens. Now, they showed a couple of shots in the military base of what looked like some baseball jerseys or something that were hanging up and looked muddy or dirty. So again, I'm just looking to see how all that gets tied in. And again, you folks have been great in the comments with explaining, but no spoilers. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. But yeah, I thought there was some kind of tie-in with the adults in Derry, that they were, because so far a lot of the adults are, they're not as bad as It, don't get me wrong, but you don't have a lot of sympathy.
Well, I'm wondering if it's based on fear, right? Because we got racism going on, because the 60s were an interesting time.
Yeah, the fear was
to say the least.
What did it for Pennywise?
Put it. So if that is one part of it, right? Because that introduces fear for a lot of folks. The adults, that's where I'm basing that off of. And then the kids, fear. Pennywise is fear, right? Like you said during the reaction.
Yeah.
Pennywise is fear.
Yeah, he is.
So what if Pennywise is just kind of playing the whole field, even though it's mainly kids? I don't know. I'm throwing darts here, folks. But
because it seems like the adults just don't give a shit about anything.
They don't. For the most part. That was strange.
The kids are getting beat up in the street.
And no one did anything.
Nobody did anything.
Just walked by.
Except for the...
so there's something that we're not... Maybe there is something in the movies that we're just not connecting with right now. But either way, it's strange. And yeah. This episode was... I feel like there's going to be a huge buildup for the last couple episodes of just like nonstop gasoline on the fire kind of thing with the episode.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they've been doing here so far. There hasn't been a dull moment in either one of these 2 episodes. They are just nonstop, just hitting you with the story. And even the little bit of where it was kind of a little bit subtle with the Major and he's questioning Masters. I loved how that was done, the story, like how our Major was questioning him. He knew he had an idea he was probably just a fall guy. And I think, I don't remember if you guys did, but I was thinking, well, what if this is a test in episode 1 to test, the Major's loyalty, Major Hanlon's loyalty.
You did mention it.
So it's interesting that they went that route with it and the general came clean.
What another fucked episode. The visuals they're very interesting because on one hand it feels like we haven't gotten too far into the story, and sometimes we've seen film and TV shows where they try so heavily just to like gross you out, and like that's what the foundation is, right? Where it's like they're able to tell a good story and gross you out at the same time. So you're interested in what's happening with the story. You want to know what's going on next. You're trying to figure out what's the ins and outs of all the characters, but at the same time, they're also giving you that visually just, and they do a good job because it's creepy, right? Like it's one thing for something to be gory. It's another thing for something to be a jump scare. It's another thing for something to really just be like I don't know, my face the whole time is like, like what the fuck, And I think what they're showing is, that tie-in that we got that goes all the way back to the previous films about, they even brought it up here, debilitating fear, and trying to tap into that for each individual and what that looks like. We saw with Ronnie, it was her mom. We don't have a lot of history on what happened to Ronnie's mom. So now I think they kind of gave that. She died at birth, and maybe this isn't something that she necessarily fears, but it's trauma that she carries with her, knowing that mom died at birth. And then the same thing for Lily. It's not necessarily the debilitating fear, but again, just, kind of tapping into the trauma that people have dealt with
because Lily's
to get into their psyche, and even the young man we had in the beginning, remember he was he was trying to walk away from things, right? And he had the black eye, and people were like, oh, if something about what his family what his family had done. So in this particular episode, again, it's not. I don't really see anything with fear. And that's not to say that Pennywise doesn't feed on that, because I think we did see that in the movies. But this seems more like it's about again their past traumas, and it makes sense with kids too. And it's an interesting thing about being young. I mean, sometimes you have some irrational, monsters in the closet, irrational fears that you grow out of. But the things that these young people have dealt with are not. It's not something that you grow out of. They're not irrational fears. It's very real trauma. And
I'm glad you brought that up, because in the grocery store, Lily's first reaction to seeing that, it wasn't like initial, oh my God, fear, I'm scared of this. It was like, that's my dad. She was like, Daddy, and she wanted to talk to him. She wasn't.
That's a great way for the story to tell us more that there's trauma around her, or that she has trauma about her dad.
Yeah,
now, will we get the full outright thing of what happened, like we did with Veronica, where I thought it was brilliant the way they did that too. I died giving you birth, just tell us audience hey,
Pennywise trying to do that to her.
But the thing that, and again, the thing that they do is they take a situation in a story that's very well written as far as the trauma, and they just visually make it nasty and creepy, So it's what's unique about this. Of course, Lily's dad with the factory accident, to show him in pieces, the octopus arms and stuff was a little interesting. The graphics of Ronnie's mom was pretty aggressive. I don't.
And we saw the deadlights for the. It's one of the first times I remember.
But the story about it's such a unique story. We're here. We are at 1962. The middle of the Cold War, we're talking about the Cuban Missile Crisis, of course, and Or at least I think so. Again, my history of my Cold War. I'm good
No,
with my World War.
Cuban Missile
Good with my
Crisis.
World War II
that's-
history.
yeah, 'cause
Not the
JFK was still around.
Yeah. Not the
Yep.
best with my my Cold War history, but in any regard, it's a very unique story that they're in Derry to try to find some sort of
a
weapon they can use. You have somebody who obviously has some sort of psychic power, and the one airman we saw, and then with Hanlon, they're recruiting him because of his can't scare him, right? So, and look, and him talking about the injury, it's like I don't know, maybe suffered a brain injury where all of a sudden that part of your brain
Just doesn't work
shuts
anymore.
off, right? But it's very interesting the way they're going with that, because it's like. I just don't know how you would weaponize that, but there was a lot of really interesting stuff that was going on during the Cold War.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying out all kinds of different weapons. So really, it's not that far-fetched. I mean, it is, given it's Pennywise, but all the different stuff
I mean,
they were
remember
trying.
even watching Stranger Things. I mean, a lot of what we were watching, I remember it's all like the Soviets and stuff, and there was a lot of interesting stuff.
Weird weaponry. Like you watch the History Channel, they have all that stuff, like
during
failed
the Cold
weird
War.
weapons they were trying.
Well, my dad's job in the military, he was in the United States Air Force Security Service. He was stationed just west of the Berlin Wall, and they were doing wiretapping and shit during the Cold War with some top secret clearance.
It's good to kind of see the timeline for the Cuban Missile Crisis, because in October 1962, but I swear in episode 1 they said this was April of 62, so they're playing around with some time.
Well, that's what I had said. I thought it was a prequel to the Cuban Missile Crisis.
So I'm sure we're still in April here, because only a few days for sure have gone. Well, a week or so.
Because I mean, everything is fresh in what just happened in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
But it's anyhow, it's a very interesting story. Like, hey, there's some weapon, we don't know how it works, scares the shit out of people.
But we want it.
We want it. We're gonna try to weaponize it. Like, we're gonna trust one guy who's not afraid of it, and then, of course, they find a car with. A firearm that looks like it was from the 20s or so buried in there. I thought I saw like a cigar and some money in the back seat there, in the quick shot they gave us. So I don't know. I'm really, really intrigued by this. I didn't know what to expect coming in, and again, for me, it's a good mix of a good story and just some real strong WTF visuals that I think are kind of. It's almost like they're nightmare inducing themselves, you know, like you could, if you watch this show and you're somebody who's susceptible to having bad dreams from visual stuff.
Oh yeah, it'll mess with
like
you.
This show.
This will do it.
Probably not the one to watch, you know? So another great episode though.
Yeah, very fascinating episode here. I feel bad for Lily and Veronica, as I kind of mentioned already. Lily's mom, no words, just basically drops her off at Jupiter there?
Juniper Hill.
Juniper. Yeah. And now I'm kind of curious what is going to happen to Lily moving forward. With Lily and Veronica having those, I'll just call them Pennywise visions. Correct me on the proper terms there, folks. But the Pennywise visions, or at least Pennywise inflicting those visions upon them, is very interesting. The way that it works with the trauma in fear. Yeah. The traumas so far with Lily is her dad, trauma with Veronica, her mom. So that's very interesting, right? Because we have very fresh trauma that just happened in the beginning and last part of the episode, right? So part of that I was wondering, like, granted, I get it. They're doing that for us, the audience, to like, hey, giving you some insight to our characters here on their traumas. But I would think that and they did, don't get me wrong, they did with Lily, right? They had it on the box, but then that led to Lily's dad. So I'm just intrigued to see how Pennywise is going to be working around more. Now, I know it's been told to us that, hey, yes, it's, mainly kids that Pennywise likes to do its work on, but I'm pretty sure it works for adults too. So as we get closer here, I mean, the general, right? Was that the general?
Yeah, I think that was the general. With
Yeah,
him.
yeah. So he was telling him basically, hey, we're trying to find this thing here, which we believe it's Pennywise.
Yeah.
And we want to use it as a weapon. Like, that to me is absolutely wild, and I'm sure it was like that in the books, folks, so hopefully you don't give us too many spoilers. But just the concept of thinking like, oh, the military is really going to try to control Pennywise, huh? Good luck with that one.
Yeah. Well, work out just fine. Can't see any problems with that.
No.
Great strategy.
Well, and you mentioned, the kids versus adults, and of course, in the second movie with it, they were adults.
They were adults,
when they were
but
going after Pennywise, but it was
happened
because they were able to
kids.
escape, and it happened when they were kids, and they went back to try to take care of business.
Yeah, and Will, it was great to see Will's introduction in here, and yeah, he's had kind of a rough start with the bullying and shit, which, I mean, the bullying can definitely get passed on here.
That Umbridge teacher.
Yeah, and then that teacher, and I get it, those teachers were, best I can say, is very strict from my knowledge. Obviously, I wasn't in the 60s, but stories we've seen and heard lead me to believe that is kind of almost on par. Again, with the kids doing that on the corner and just the adults walking by, I'm really curious if we're going to get more answers as we go along for that, or if that's just, hey, this is Derry.
Yeah.
Like the old man said, boys will be boys. It's like, there's a difference between boys being boys and a complete assault on a corner of a street.
Yeah, well, and then the kid, they kept it up. He's getting away again. Like, holy shit.
And they
Like,
went down
wow.
the alley, which they gave a very interesting camera look when she was passing by of that alley, which, now was like, hey, we're shooting here, but this is going to have a point for the kids to go through now.
And there's been a number of times in this episode in particular where things were going on with the kids, and like everybody in the background just like paused and just froze and didn't even move, which was very, even when there was no Pennywise involvement, but everybody just stopped. It was real interesting.
Yeah, so I think the good news is we didn't lose a lot of people in this one. The fall guy, again, that was I loved how he went in there and put him to the test with the gun, put the clip there and then the gun, and then really pushed a button with his mom. Yeah. And the guy fumbled so much he didn't even complete what he had to do to try to take him out. And that's what got his answers. Yep. So brilliant strategy on his part to get his answer basically immediately upon
What if the major would have been wrong?
Well,
oh, he is the guy.
Yeah, well, that would have been an interesting story to tell then.
But that plays into him not having any fear of anything, which is cool. Because they gave us that little bit with the general saying like you had an injury or whatever, and they kind of explained it pretty quickly. But it's like, okay, it's either a medical thing where that part of his brain just shuts off and the fear doesn't work with him, or he's genuinely a brave guy to begin with, which we're led to believe.
Yeah, so that's what they brought into that, right? Yeah. And so now that you bring that up, I know what they're trying to bank on, right? Because he set it up that they're trying to bank on that he has no fear. But again, just because you have no fear doesn't mean you're going to control Pennywise.
Yeah, I feel like I've always said I feel like the people who do rock climbing without any sort of like
free climbing.
Free climbing. I legitimately feel like the part of their brain. There's certain their brain just works different because I think being that high up, like period, minus any sort of safety gear on top of it, and just like actually enjoying it. I feel like everything instinctually in human beings is like you should feel like oh shit.
That's like your caveman brain should be kicking in,
right? And I think, and I don't know if they would ever commission studies on scanning people's brains who do that stuff, but I have a legitimate belief that their brain operates on a little bit different wavelength, and I'm wondering if an injury caused that here. But no fear. So he's the guy.
Yeah, real quick too before we jump. These kids that are getting introduced as bullies for the most part, I'm wondering if there's going to be some comeback from Pennywise.
Because they did tease that one kid had that little bit of a growl when she went out there to confront him. He almost like growled at her like an animal would.
Again, the times, race, all that could be part of it. But still, I'm wondering though if Pennywise is going to end up crushing some of these kids that they're setting up to be like hardcore bullies here.
Yeah, it's like, is Pennywise in those kids making them do what they're doing?
Oh, it's a good question. Well, you folks know because you read the books most likely. So.
I was just gonna say it's amazing how shows and movies like this, like, hey, I'm an adult. And I know that kids, in some regards, kids will be kids. You hope they're kinder, but boy, they make you not real big fan of young kids. Where you're like, hey, I don't necessarily want to see something real bad happen, but if they maybe tripped and fell or something, I don't know, but it's like, I don't like this kid. So they're doing a job.
More to come. So.
Looking forward to seeing you guys seeing you folks in the comments, because again, I'm kind of getting educated, but please no spoilers. So
yes, absolutely,
that'd be great if you don't do that.
Nope. For Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Gwynn. This was Bad Medicine. That was Welcome to Derry. We got a few more in us, folks. We'll see you on the next ones.